A hero cannot be truly defined. A hero depends on the ideals, morals, and point of view of a person. Not everybody will see George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or other significant people as heroes. My point is, a hero is only a hero to a person that fits their definition of a hero. My definition of a hero is somebody to look up to, someone who inspires you to do something in some way. This is where Nikola Tesla comes in. In my opinion, the definition of an American has, at its core, always been to dream big and to work hard in order to achieve those dreams. Tesla came to America with only the bare necessities of living and his dream to create and spread affordable electronic inventions, and went through thick and thin in order to accomplish his dream. Nikola was almost at a constant struggle throughout his life, be it unemployed, living with poor pay, or having to deal with slander from Thomas Edison. Despite these struggles, Tesla continued to pursue his passion of inventing things that would improve lives, and eventually the lives of nearly every person on the planet. Tesla sacrificed a lot of his life, mostly his time, to constantly working, getting minimal sleep, and never getting married or starting a family. Tesla defines an American hero in my eyes because not only did he invent world-changing inventions or ideas, but because he never gave up and constantly worked towards his dream, and understood that in order to fulfill his dream, he would have to survive through the hardships of life. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan Lika, now currently known as Croatia, a country in Eastern Europe. Growing up, Tesla had two different influences, his mother and father, Militon Tesla and Dujuka Mendik. Nikola's father urged him to join the priesthood. However, Nikola was more fascinated by his mother, who invented household appliances, thus causing Nikola to follow in the footsteps of his mother, ignoring his father's wishes. He studied in Realschule Karlstadt in 1873, at the University of Prague, and the Polytechnic Institute in Graz throughout the 1870s. He originally intended to study physics and mathematics, but later became much more interested in electricity. Afterwards, Tesla invented his own induction engine. After being unable to interest anybody in Europe, he accepted an offer by Thomas Edison, having to move to New York in 1884. Tesla moved to America with little and started working for Thomas Edison immediately. He worked on smaller tasks at first, but eventually worked side by side with Edison himself. After issues with pay and the debate between which was superior, Edison's direct currents or Tesla's alternating currents, which were different methods of sending electricity, and overall clash between two different personalities, Tesla left. After this, Tesla began patenting many inventions regarding the alternating current system, generators, and motors, while also pointing out the flaws in Edison's direct current system, such as its inability to reach over a 2-mile radius, only going in one direction, and overall lack of ability to go long distances without having to have a power station every 2 miles. Businessman and inventor George Westinghouse later purchased Tesla's patents and became determined to implement the alternating current system into America. This caused Edison to wage war against the AC system, leading to the War of Currents, which included Edison spreading lies about the AC system in an attempt to promote his DC system as the superior current. While Edison clashed against mostly Westinghouse, Tesla continued to invent in the background of the war. During this period, 1891 to be specific, Tesla became a full U.S. citizen, and also invented the Tesla coil in this period, which laid the foundations of wireless technology and is still used in radio and television technology. In the end, the alternating current system won the war and was chosen to supply power for the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition. This officially made Westinghouse and Tesla partners. The AC system gained more and more publicity, eventually leading to the system being prominent in the United States and the 20th century, thanks to Tesla designing the first AC hydroelectric power plant using Niagara Falls and powering the entirety of Buffalo, New York. The system is still being used to this day. Throughout the rest of his life, Tesla would devote his time and energy into inventing and pioneering many inventions and ideas that are still being used today, patenting over 700 inventions. Tesla became the pioneer of many ideas that are still being used and further developed to this day, including but not limited to robotics, remote controls, laser beams, wireless communications, solar energy, X-ray, and radar. One of Tesla's most ambitious ideas was a large tower with the ability to supply the entire Earth with electricity. The building of the tower began in 1900, being built on Tesla's Wardenclyffe laboratory. Tesla had already came up with the whole concept of the tower, and how it would supply the Earth with electricity, and even be able to communicate with other parts of the world, and even claim with other planets. He wanted this tower to run the entirety of Earth's industries. The idea and the tower itself came closer and closer to completion. However, J.P. Morgan, who was one of the private investors that invested in the project, had a dispute with Tesla on what the tower should be used for. Many other investors began to doubt the project entirely, and J.P. Morgan withdrew his funds. Due to lack of funds, Tesla was forced to cease the project. In 1917, the incomplete tower was taken down due to wartime security, and also because Tesla had declared bankruptcy and had to sell parts of the tower as scrap in order to help pay off his debts. Tesla lived the rest of his life in debt and alone, his apartment being paid by the Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company. He would feed the pigeons that roamed New York, and even described that he had basically fallen in love with a pigeon. Tesla lived like this until he died, alone in his apartment at the age of 86 on January 7, 1943. His cause of death was coronary thrombosis, a blood clot in his heart. And that's the life of Nikola Tesla. But why do I think he's a hero? Well, Nikola Tesla is the inventor of many foundations of important modern technology. Some of these technologies' importance can make him a hero. His contributions to radio technology are important, as radios are used to spread awareness of possible dangers. He's also the inventor of wireless communications, as stated before, which is the foundation of many kinds of safety measures, such as weather reports or news. However, Nikola Tesla is more than just an inventor that created these significant inventions. He's also a hero because of his character. Nikola Tesla dedicated nearly his entire life to inventing things the common man could use daily. He wanted to change the way not only Americans lived, but how everyone on the earth lived. Nikola Tesla's work ethic can be described as obsessive, as he let nearly no distractions interfere with his creations. Tesla wanted to create inventions to change the course of humanity, and benefit the entire planet. This is clearly obvious with the Wardenclyffe tower concept. In conclusion, Nikola Tesla is my definition of an American hero. Tesla is a hero because he invented important things, and never thought of himself higher than others because of that. Tesla was a man who didn't work hard for money. He worked hard because he truly enjoyed his job and what he did, despite him never getting filthy rich compared to his competition at the time. Nikola Tesla's groundbreaking and world-changing inventions, his attempts at improving the world, and his overall dedicated, spirited, never-give-up attitude is what makes Nikola Tesla my American hero.